Hey guys, this is Spiffy Guy, and container gardening is a great way to utilize the space that you have or maximize space that you don't have if you have, like, let's say a patio or just a very small backyard. Containers can get kind of expensive. That's why I've gone ahead and made some of these grow bags, and that's what I'm going to show you on this episode of Around the Home. One of the beauties of the grow bags is you can make them in whatever size you want. Here I've got a couple that are about the size of a 5-gallon bucket. I've got potatoes and a tomato plant, and then over here you can see I made a wider one. That was one of my first ones. It was a bit too wide, so I sewed up the middle and basically made 2 small ones. These are really easy to make, so let's head inside and I'll show you how to make these. Alright, making the grow bag is really quite easy. The materials that I use right here, this is landscaping fabric. This is the heavy duty stuff. It's what they would term 15 year. And this stuff comes on like a 3-foot roll. And it's pretty cheap. I mean, you can get like 200 feet of it for like $8, you know. So you can make a lot of grow bags if you want. So to make the ones like the tomatoes, I cut a section that was 22 inches wide and just the standard 3-foot length. So what you're going to do is you'll fold it in half, okay, line up your edges up here, and then come down here to your bottom. And now I sewed mine by hand. You could use a sewing machine if you want, but my sewing machine is evil, so I don't use it. But the thread that you want to use, you want to make sure that it's a good nylon thread that's going to stand up to the UV rays outside. I used just a black upholstery thread. It's an outdoor upholstery thread. I picked it up at Joann's. You can go ask them for it if you need it. So anyway, however big you make it, we need to kind of angle it here so we can make sure that it's going to stand upright. If you make these too big, they're not going to have enough structure to hold themselves up. So try not to make them too wide. This worked out well for me. So like I said, once again, it's 22 inches wide. Then I fold it in half. I find the center, and I go 5 inches out either direction from the center. And then I come 5 inches up from the top, and then I sew that angle on either side, okay? So I'm going to sew from here up, and then I'm just going to continue sewing that seam all the way up to the top, okay? And so by creating this angle like that, it allows it, once you put dirt in there, to sit a little bit better. So once you sew it up on both sides, you just turn it inside out and put dirt in it. I mean, it's really quite that simple. You see this one that I had made a wide one, and it didn't quite work, so I sewed it up the middle. This was the first one I made. Now you could do this with a lot of them and basically make your own row of grow bags all sewn together. Just like row gardening. You can see over here that I've rolled the top, so this can actually go a lot higher if it needs to, which is one of the reasons why I was doing this on the potatoes. Is as the potatoes grow, I'll add more dirt and I can unroll the grow bag and make it taller. Now I did put a little plastic tray underneath it just to catch some of the water and help with soil evaporation. You are going to need to water these, and because they may evaporate a little bit more than a standard container. Well, that's pretty much it for the grow bags. It's a really easy project, and it's very simple to do. In fact, it'd be a good project for kids to learn how to practice sowing on. And you can pretty much plant anything in the grow bags that you want, as long as you have a decent soil mix and you keep it well watered. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this video, and if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below, or stick them up on the Facebook page, where I put some occasional updates about how my garden is doing. And until the next time, just remember that life's an adventure, and go out and have you one.